Hi guys, welcome to TechCity Disqus. I'm Bella Rosakogie. You are?
Shaliwa Williams.
She is?
Princess Eva.
It's good to see you guys. Welcome, I guess. Happy October.
Yeah, happy
Right?
October.
Yeah. Now, a few things have happened in the tech ecosystem in the past couple of weeks, and as usual, we'll be discussing that right here from the fact that the Nigerian ICT Minister, Adebayo Ashito, has been involved in a very messy NYSC certificate scandal, to the fact that Instagram co-founders have resigned. And did you know the very interesting history behind bungee jumping, or is it skydiving? Whatever. We'll talk about that right now on this show. Welcome once again. Alrighty, so we did talk about the ICT minister in our previous episodes, and I think you guys know my stand on that guy. I think that he is a square peg in a round hole. I don't think he's doing so much for the ICT sector. And it was interesting to find out that he was involved in an actual NYSC scandal just after the Minister of Finance resigned her position because of the exact same issue. What did you do, Shaniwa?
Like you mentioned, a week after Kemi Adeosun's, the former Minister of Finance, Kemi Adeosun's issue, we have the Minister of ICT, Adebayo Ashito's own, popping up. So the issue right now is that he graduated from the university in 1978, and then he went to law school afterward. Now, the issue with that is that after law school, he decided to join the Oyo State House of Assembly, right? And then he skipped the mandatory National Youth Service Corps. And so Premium Times, that's the newspaper, who found out Kemi Adeosun's issue.
They were on his tail again.
Exactly. And then, so he's defending himself, saying that he joining the Oyo State House of Assembly is a form of service in itself. So that he deliberately avoided or skipped the NYSC because the Oyo State House of Assembly was a service in itself.
And he's a lawyer. At what you're saying this, because I'm not his fan. So it's like you're giving me just weapons.
Well, he's a lawyer, so he's defending this and all. And other lawyers have, come up to say he doesn't have anything in his defense and everything. But it's really worrisome. A lot of people think NYC is, sort of irrelevant and all of that. But going back to the law, what the law says. So there are times exemptions for you not serving,
Definitely. If you're
beyond 30 years before you graduate.
Exactly. If you didn't school here.
No, even if you schooled here.
You can decide.
Not to, as long as you don't join the federal, the government organizations or anything. And then if you served in the police force, any of the security organizations or agencies, then that's a form of service in itself, another form of service. So I don't know how valid his argument is.
I worry for the tech ecosystem. I promise you. I honestly really worry, because in Kemi Adeosun's case, she said there was an actual exemption certificate that was tendered to the DSS, and they didn't know that it was doctored and it was not genuine. I think that for the ICT minister to give this as an excuse, I think it's just it's unbelievable. It's not making him look good.
And I feel like he doesn't even think it's a bother, because at least the financial minister of finance,
now ex-minister
had the heart to actually step down. He doesn't look like he's going anywhere.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't look
I
like
think
he's
in everybody's
anywhere.
interest, I think it's better that he does. Better late than never. He should just come and be going. Well, speaking of people that are coming and going, Instagram co-founders Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger have resigned from Instagram as the co-founders, and you feel bad about it?
Why? I do, because I don't know. I think they gave so much to it to just
they did.
To actually decide to just step down.
I think so too.
It all started with passion. Like when I read about it and I saw his journey into how he started Instagram, I'm like, this is too easy. Like it feels like it's too easy for him to let go of.
They say they are trying to explore their curiosity and creativity again, which is very bogus.
That's just too large.
And some sources have said that Mark Zuckerberg is having too much control on the app. And it's weird that this is coming at the time where Facebook is going through so much. There's a lot of issues that Facebook is experiencing right now. And people have in fact left Facebook because Instagram was like a safe zone for them to, express themselves, to control privacy, which is one major issue that Facebook is having anyway. So for these guys to leave, I'm curious about how it would affect the usability of Instagram and basically how it would affect even, you know, the innovations that, you know, the app has been able to entertain its users with. I'm really curious about this.
Yeah, speaking about innovation, you know, when I think on this couch we talked about IGTV when it launched.
Yes, we did.
And then I remember reading about it, and there was an interview with Kevin Systrom, who is part of the co-founders, and then he said Instagram, you know, board, the company worked in cycles, 6-month cycles. So the Instagram TV that launched in June, preparation started in December rather. So it started in January. So every 6 months. So obviously, it seems like everything was, I think things were cut halfway. There's a lot of creativity they would have, you know, continued with for the remainder of the year and all of it. So, but I think really, it seems to me like that creativity was being stifled.
Perhaps.
You know, perhaps. So, you know, but it's a sad story.
I feel really bad. And this also just kind of reminds me of how sometimes investors, you know, literally push owners of startups to the edge.
Yeah, to the edge.
And eventually take
because I think they had just 40% out of their company, and if you ask me,
that's not bad. If you ask me, I don't know.
After starting the company like the way they did and putting so much passion and energy to it, I probably will feel a bit, you know. And when I come in and I pitch you a new idea, which I wish could be put into something I actually dreamt about, and then you tell me, oh, this won't work, this won't be pushed into the market, I get tired.
Speaking of dreams coming true, beyond just having your dreams maybe shattered or invested in by investors and whatnot, Will Smith turned 50 in September and he bungee jumped, you guys. That is a dream for many people. It's like, I have a fear of heights and I want to bungee jump or whatever. And I'm just
still facing your fears.
No, I couldn't even watch the entire thing.
know. Oh my God, I was on the phone like, oh my God, like I was scared for him, literally.
Maybe I actually wasn't so scared because I knew, you know, it was successful. So I had seen that it wasn't, you know,
it
wasn't like
regardless.
Yeah, no,
I was terrified. And thankfully,
that was
YouTube streamed the entire thing. YouTube has this very interesting relationship with very popular YouTubers, and you know, it was interesting to watch them take it over from Will Smith and you know, make it all fancy.
I heard it was a challenge or something.
It was a challenge from Yes Theory. Yes, on YouTube. They challenged Will Smith to that, and he agreed. And you know, the plans, you know, his plans, you know, plans were definitely underway, and it was successful. So there's a very interesting history to bungee jumping, and that's what we'll talk about finally before we go. Some guy by the name Tamale from Pentecost Island. Why are you laughing?
Because it's funny.
This is a serious issue right here.
All right.
Right? So he was abusing his wife, and because she wanted to get away from her husband, she climbed a tree, but he followed her up there. Meanwhile, his wife had tied her feet to vines on those trees, and when he came after her, she jumped. Now, thankfully, the vines were able to suspend her, but her husband, Tamale, who did not tie his feet to any vines, fell down and poof. And so, from there, men decided that they would be doing that. It was called land diving at the time, over in Nagol. Yeah, there you go. And it was to prove their manhood.
Their manhood. Like, they're testing their manhood through jumping.
You know, the funny thing is, personally, I think bungee jumping is such a rich person activity. You know, when you've seen everything in the whole world and you've lived your life, and then you start facing those sorts of, you know, activities, bungee jumping.
That's a good perspective.
That's the way I see it. Because really, if you think about, you know, so much you haven't done, I don't think you would want to bungee jump.
Anyway. But I mean, I guess that's where Will Smith is right now. You know, he's just been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. He's now a YouTuber.
He's tried everything.
And he's doing lots of stuff on Instagram too. Yeah, so maybe.
And the video is doing well too.
Absolutely.
You know, just before I saw that I had over 6 million views already on YouTube. So
in a matter of hours. And of course, big shout outs to Tim Godfrey as well. I think in September, his video with Travis Green was maybe the first, I'm not sure if it's the first Nigerian song to have trended the way that it did in a matter of hours. Hit over 1 million views in a matter of days for a gospel song. I thought that was really amazing. All right, guys, and on that note, we say thank you for watching today's TechCity Disqus. We hope you've enjoyed a few things we've bothered on. Are you a fan of the ICT minister? Are you?
Or bungee jumping.
Or bungee jumping, or Will Smith, or YouTube, or Instagram, definitely. Let's know what your thoughts are in the comment section right below. Will you ever bungee jump? And be honest, did you know about that history before now? Are we your plug or are we your plug?
I'm clapping for us.
Thank you for watching, guys. Follow us literally everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all on your screen right away or in the description box right below. And do not forget to please subscribe. I thought we were going to do that together, but anyway. I'm Belarus Okoji.
I'm Shaliwa Williams.
I'm Princess Amen.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.